Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Advanced SQL Interview Question Series. We're going to be doing more questions that look like our typical day-to-day as data analysts and try to implement some of these harder queries and functions from SQL into our library. So without further ado, let's get right to the video. Alright, we're going to do the active user retention question from Facebook. For this, we want to look at the active users and we want to use a function that can extract the month to a numerical format. And active users are users who sign in, like, or comment both in the current month and in the previous month. So we're probably going to have to use the lag function or something similar to look at the previous value or the previous month's value. But let's just look at the table first. So from user actions. So what we got to do is extract month from event date as current month. Cool. And then we also need the user ID. So let's do count this thing because you want to see how many users. User ID as monthly active users. And then we are probably going to need a subquery. So let's do where exists because we want to see where they are active in the current month and in the last month. So we got to do select from user actions. So let's just call this past and current and do C dot and C dot. And then let's do select P dot user ID. We need a where function. Current user ID equals to past user ID. Add these and also we want to extract month from p.event date equals to the last month, so the month before the current month. So month from c.event date minus interval 1 month. All right. What else do we need? We also need another where. So we need to make sure this is all within the month of July. So we're extract month from. We could use a having and use the current month instead of this, but I'm already gonna finish this. I'm just gonna finish this because I've already have it started. Event date equals 7, and then let's group by. Extract month from c.event date. Let's see that. Oh. So what we're doing is we're taking the current event date month as a numerical format and counting the number of active users within that specific month and comparing those IDs to the last month, and if those IDs match and the month is 1 month before the current month and the current month is July, then we're outputting that number. So there's 2 active users in the month of July, which means they were also active in the month of June. Great. All right, for this question, we're going to be looking at Y on Y or year-over-year growth on the Wayfair SQL interview question. So we will need product ID, current year spend, previous year spend, and year-over-year growth rounded to 2 decimal places. So let's start by just querying the table. All right, so we won't need transaction ID, we will need product ID, and there's going to be duplicates, and then we can match the spend and the year. So what I would do for that is probably start with extract year from transaction date to get the year as year. Or year, because they want it as year, and then do product ID because we need that, and then we also want spend as current year spend. So let's try this. Cool. And then from here we want to lag. So lag is getting the previous year or previous value, and we want the spend value over we're gonna partition by product ID, and we want to order this by year. And the year. Transaction date as previous year spend. So one parentheses, yep. My bad. Cool. So this is the first part. The only thing we're missing is the year-on-year growth. So to do that, we need to use a CTE. So let's do with CTE as, and then do this, select product, or we want year first, product ID, and current year spend, previous year spend. Let's make this neater. From CTE, and we want another column called year of years. So what rate, which is going to be, we need the round function because we're going to have a decimal place, and then let's do 100.0 times current year spend minus previous year spend over previous year spend. Let's make sure the parentheses match. One of these. Let's do comma 2 decimal places and year rate. Let's also, do we need to order this by anything? I don't believe so. Cool. I believe this is correct. Great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, like I said before, these are the type of queries that I use typically in my day-to-day as a data analyst. Again, don't worry too much if you don't remember the functions by heart. As long as you understand the logic and what you're supposed to do, you can always Google the function name later on. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.